I actually think during festivals, somebody would make a lot of money out of selling colostomy bags.
Until you sit down or you're jumping about in the crowd. Colostomy, what's that? Water? You think it's not a pint getting chucked over, it's a colostomy bag.
Bluntly with a skill, got testy with, snapped at. Where do we draw the line?
Don't say skill.
Welcome to our very special episode 46 of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast of the Fawk Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence in the galaxy, and stepsister podcast to the Indie Scots Network's Scots with Soul podcast. My name is Captain Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own are Dr. Darkside.
Do you want a virus?
Excuse me, and Grandmaster Tech.
Can I get 2 loos, please?
Can I get a fucking vaccination, please, Fawk? For whatever the hell Darkside's fucking hiding up his sleeves. How are we doing this week, gentlemen?
It's been an interesting week.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. How's you?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm fantabulous.
I think that's the first time Andy's actually ever asked you how you're
I
doing.
just thought I'd break it down a wee bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep using your fucking toes. Okay, if you're unaware, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture, aka the trending tat of the week. And what's the biggest story been, guys?
Logan Paul.
No,
Or
it's not.
There's going to be some kind of Paul brother story.
No, it's not. It's Tfue versus Faze. Come on, fuck, keep up.
God.
I don't know if that's any better or worse. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I think all the drama's just killing YouTube.
Killing YouTube. It's making it fucking awesome.
They're making a killing from something anyway.
2019, the year of beef. Tfue is suing Faze Clan, his old esports game.
They're trying to keep up with the beauty YouTubers.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
They've just conspired. So if you're unaware, Tfue is the biggest Fortnite streamer on the go.
No, I thought it was Ninja. What
Yeah, but he
happened
pipped
to
him. He pipped him at the post. He papped him.
Exciting.
He built a wall, jumped over him, shotgunned him a couple of times. So Faze Clan took him on. Faze Banks took him under his wing, and then fucking rockets to fame. But he's suing them because his contract was apparently whack.
And it was whack. Is that a technical term?
It is now.
Yeah,
Is that legally?
his contract was nerfed. Then we're going to go with the gamer fucking
I would love to
terminology.
hear that in court if it was. Yo, dude, your contract's whack.
My lad, he was nerfed.
The fucking accent going nowhere. Brilliant.
Yes.
But so Faze Banks, the leader of Faze Clan, replied with a fucking proper Tatty Westbrook-esque fucking video.
Fucking was
Where,
tight.
he just
It's
broke
getting a
down,
bit cliche now.
broke down about his feelings, fam. His raw, real feelings. You know, this guy was like family. And he took him under his wing. And yes, the contract did say some whack things in it, that they could take 80% to 20% cuts on merchandise deals, but he never enacted that clause. And he ranted and raved about how they were close and how he was looking after him, how he was trying to renegotiate the contract for ages. And he's been blindsided by this. So then Tfue dropped his little video where he just basically says, just release a contract, bro. Hashtag release contract. I apologise for a bunch of other shit that he was like claiming they were forcing him to drink and all that, and claiming they were pressuring him into fucking doing stunts and all this shit, which they debunked instantly. And he's like, "Oh no, I never wanted that in the contract, honestly. My lawyers are speaking for me."
I'm just really cynical about all this stuff now. I mean, probably since 10 beefs ago, but you know, like
10 beefs ago.
But the beauty YouTuber
A
thing,
Wellington and a
with
rump
James
yesterday.
Charles and Tatty Westbrook
mixed
just made it
grill.
really obvious that one goes down in their sub count, the other one goes up, and then the next video comes up and one goes up and the other one goes down, and
one goes down.
at the end of it, they're both up. Right, they're both up in their subscriber counts at the end of it, so it kind of pays to just have some beef, even if it's a load of fake beef, right?
No, the CEO claims that they've been trying to renegotiate the contract for ages, but he reckons it's
CEO?
possibly the CEO of Faze. Faze is a big company, bro. Faze is huge.
All right.
Faze is a thing. Cloud gang. Get with it. Yeah.
I don't have to. You can't force me to get it. Have you seen?
See about that.
But YouTube has retaliated against all this beef and primarily against what happened with James Charles and Ty Westbrook, and that they're going to display abbreviated subscriber counts from now on, so that we can't do this kind of. So we can't do this watching of subscriber counts going up and down.
Totally.
But
how many channels is that actually going to destroy?
They've just
with people
fucked
that-
Social Blade, the whole website. Social
but now,
Blade.
the knock-on effect is Social Blade is in the target sites, and so much so that there's a hashtag going around about Save Social Blade.
Yeah,
that Keem's pushing.
Well, I can't disagree, because that choice will actually... Okay, there are some channels that just take the piss, but, you know, there's a couple of channels that were just purely designed to live stream counts. So they'll be gone. That's somebody's livelihood.
Yeah,
I think round it off.
How much money is Social Blade making
Flare
as a
TV,
company?
they were
you know
called,
what I mean?
and they started doing the PewDiePie versus T-Series count.
Yeah. You know,
They'll just make an algorithm that fucking works it out. Like, what's their average count going up? You know what I mean? Like, for every 1,000 that it ticks, especially with these big events, folk will still tune in every now and then to watch it go down by 1,000, up by 1,000. And depending on what speed it's going, surely you can just put a fucking calculative algorithm.
Yeah, but clearly, clearly
YouTube losing this amount. Social Blade's not that accurate anyway.
Sure, but clearly YouTube sees this as toxic.
more important than the
All this
paedophile
beef.
rings.
Exactly.
As much as it is dramatic and it's interesting for the viewers and it's good for the people who are having the beef because it drives the sub counts up, YouTube acknowledges this is toxic and it's pretty pointless. And that it's not really content.
We're into too many magnitudes of beef here.
So then what happens with us? Are we like 0.1k?
No. Up to 1,000, it'll count every subscriber, but after 1,000, then it goes.
Oh, right, so you can get cyberbullied to fuck if you're among the 1% who are like, or sorry, the 99% who are under
You're
100
not
subs.
even 0.1.
Hey, what the fuck?
And after you get up to 1,000, then it goes, 1 point something, to 1 decimal point, and then once you get up to 1 million, I think it just rounds it up to.
The thing is, you look at it like Twitch. Twitch is is already the same. It doesn't do, you've got 200,000 followers. It does, you've got 200k.
What about Twitter? No, Twitter tells you exactly, right?
No, Twitter's the same. Twitter's the same, 1.1k for.
Oh, once you get up to a certain amount.
Yeah, they've been doing that for ages. It's just because their design of the length of the bar that the numeral can go on,
YouTube's not the only one combating toxic cyberbullying beef.
Oh,
okay.
Cyberbullying beef.
This Facebook
from grade A gamer beef to hairy commentary beef.
Your
favourite. Jake Paul versus Cody.
Yeah, I fucking knew that was coming up at some point.
Have to be.
So Jake makes a video where he claims Cody KO, popular commentary YouTuber, is a cyberbully. And the video makes absolutely no sense because all the clips that Jake Paul shows...
I'm done with the Paul brothers.
It's
all fake, man.
Well, this is quite... You'll like this then, because in the video, he shows no real clips of him cyberbullying. All the clips he shows of Cody KO,
try again.
That one, is him just telling dank jokes and hating on minions from the
Despicable Me
films, yeah. And then he goes to confront him because some fucking barber haircut dissing YouTuber guy does a collab with Cody and tells Jake Paul to come. So Jake Paul confronts the cyberbully that is Cody KO, and it's the most awkward, cringy shit you'll ever watch because he doesn't really confront him, just refuses to shake his hand, tells him he's fucking hilarious and no one's arguing that, but he's bullying kids. Then when Cody KO goes, "What kids?" He's like, "Never mind that, you're just a cyberbully." And he's like, "I'm sorry I bullied you, bro." And then,
this is contrived as fuck.
Well, what's really funny is somebody picked up on this little snippet where the barber guy goes, "Oh, you can come to your party though, yeah, with me." And he's like, yeah, man, I said sorry and that. And he's like, no, this is the part where you say, can I come to your party? And then he goes, oh yeah, no, he can't come to my party. And it's just like, what the fuck was that little snippet there? Like, I know he knew the barber knew, but like you're saying, there could be a case
the facade for a second. Is that what you're getting at?
The guy's video, I can't remember exactly who it was I was watching, was like, it's like his editor was in on this. But then you actually see that wee snippet that's like, this looks fucking staged as fuck.
The editor's just been like, oh, here's a wee Easter egg.
Easter egg, because like he says, all the clips of Cody KO don't make him look bad. They don't make him look bad.
Yeah, but it creates enough, enough for some beef. Yeah. I'm done with all that. I'm done.
He looks so fucking daft. It just looks like a fudge.
It's funny you don't like news, but that you call this fucking news.
It's just the fact that...
Okay, I'll give you some news.
Oh, here we go.
Someone who did look like a fud was the reporter.
Can you say that anymore?
The reporter, news reporter.
Is that not a derogatory term towards people of the female gender?
People of the female gender? I'm not getting into that problematic statement. How dare you, sir? The reporter at Cannes Film Festival asked Quentin Tarantino why he only gave Margot Robbie a few lines, assuming it was a deliberate choice.
Who's Robbie? What?
Margot Robbie. Did I say Robbie Williams?
No, you said somebody Robbie.
Margot Robbie, she's an actress.
Right.
So keep up, Darkseid.
Is the point that she's of a particular race or something?
No, but the female race. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino. She asked him basically why he only gave Margot Robbie, this famous talented chick, allegedly talented, so few lines in his new film. And he's basically she's like, I'm guessing it was a deliberate act, blah, 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 blah. And he just goes, well, I reject your hypothesis. That's not the story. The story was Twitter via the LA Times.
It's anti-male writers
account, yeah. Or first it was that he bluntly replied with a scowl, okay? But then the second post was, he got testy. And then Variety chipped in with a further post where he snapped at.
Oh, God.
And then the Twitter moment...
It's like Chinese whispers.
The Twitter moment by the LA Times
Twitter whispers.
Following up was, where do we draw the line with Tarantino? Because he admitted admiring Polanski's work. It was fucking... I mean, it was such a clear... let's try to get him. Let's try to get him. I don't even think the question was that bad, and his answer back was kind of smart and smarmy. But it's Quentin fucking Tarantino, notorious for being a dick during interviews.
You
got off lightly in that one.
Like there's things you can like about Quentin Tarantino and things that you can look at going, really you really did that. You're a bit of a dick. But at the same time, the one thing that's always been clear is Quentin Tarantino gives no fucks.
Quentin Tarantino does not give any
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin, he's fucking he has a keyboard now. Quentin.
What the argument, like, to me, that the LA Times was trying to make from this other reporter's question, that was in all honesty just an innocent question. Why did Margot Robbie only get so many lines? Was it a deliberate? I'm assuming it was a deliberate choice. And his answer, as cheeky as it was still a reasonable. Especially the way he says it, he's just like, well, I just reject your hypothesis. Done.
Yeah.
But the LA Times are going to try and turn this into something like, he's against women?
Yeah, well, this is part of the
But hold on, Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill is against women. Quentin Tarantino, Pulp Fiction is against women.
It shows women as psychopathic murderers.
Well, this is part of the wider...
You can't win with that shit.
This is part of the wider war against male writers that has come out since Game of Thrones badly wrote the ending for Emilia Clarke's character.
Possible spoilers?
The Game of Thrones
spoilers.
No, that's the spoiler. There's not much of a spoiler other than the writer spoiled it, apparently, according to the majority of the fans. And they're saying the reason that they wrote such a poor ending for this female character, is because it's male writers.
You know what? I will admit,
even though they wrote loads of strong female characters throughout the 8 seasons,
it only takes
they're
one
saying
mistake.
that it's male writers that are the problem, because and that a female writer would never have written the ending for this character.
All it takes is one mistake out of a lifetime of success. to be a failure.
You bunch of fucking
That's
MGTOWs.
it, you know.
How dare you both?
So just watch. This is going to.
It's because of men.
This is the Me Too movement that's going to the third wave feminist movement that's going to
Is
move
it-
more towards
Hashtag men too.
It's going to
anti-male
be
writers.
it's going to be she too and he too.
Oh no, they too.
And it's already taken form in a UN report that's come
UN
out.
report?
Female
Holy
voice AI reinforces bias.
Yeah, I did
Jesus
hear about
Christ.
that. Totally.
He's just on a fucking machine gun spree.
AI-powered voice
The thing
assistants
is-
with female voices are perpetuating harmful gender biases, according to the UN study.
and the worst thing with that article is the fact that they're writing it, and don't get me wrong, okay, they might be partially right there, but one, a female voice is actually more soothing because most of the time you spend your young adult life or your childhood listening to your mum.
Female helpers are portrayed as obliging and eager to please, reinforcing the idea that women are subservient.
Yeah, that's basically what they're trying to say. But yeah,
Okay.
like, one, a female voice is most of the time soothing because you spend most of the time listening to your mum, right? When you're a baby, right?
Not soothing. Subservient.
If you want to put it that way, fine. But two, a female voice is actually clearer and easier to understand than a male voice because there's less bass.
Yeah, that's true. Like technically, yeah.
Technically,
Get
you know, so
there,
there is a technical choice as to why that. But the thing is, all these devices give other options. Like the Google one, you can go into your Android and you can change it for a male and a female voice, but it's choice. 90% of people put it on the female voice because the guy sounds like a fucking twat.
Yeah, but they're talking about the default.
The guy is very annoying. Whenever he's asking a question.
Yeah, I know that you can choose in some of them, but they're talking about the default. And the default, when it comes to these voice assistants, is female. But generally, when it comes to sat navs, it's generally male as well. The default.
Listen, all that matters is when we can get the fucking the waifu mods on it, so it's just all fucking Japanese.
Interesting thing, in the next 5 years, people...
Senpai! Turn left, senpai!
In the next 5 years, they're predicting that people will talk to their voice assistants more than their partners.
Oh,
so it does matter.
Tell her to pass the remote.
It's going to have a huge impact on people's lives, right?
Oh.
You're a huge impact on people's lives. God, what is with this fucking like story?
Straight in there.
He's got a bunch of tabs.
It's interesting,
He's got a fuck ton of tabs open and he's trying to slide in his anti-AI agenda here.
Well,
give us the next
such
Logan
a-
Paul story.
You're
Then.
such a fucking Sarah Connor.
Speaking
You're such a
of
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Speaking of AI agenda, Mona Lisa brought
Talking
to
of
life.
somebody with another story.
Straight in there. Well, that story got denied. So okay, next one. Fucking lost it.
The story about stories got denied.
Yeah, the story about every story got denied. So, are we all in this together?
No.
Are we all for allowing every student in the world to walk out every day over global climate strike?
Why no?
Oh, do you mean the climate?
Well, as if they're paying for it.
The climate catastrophe imminent emergency, you mean?
Yeah, that one.
It's not a climate apocalypse yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
no,
no,
just about.
but
A climopolis.
the world is starting to blame China, as it's confirmed that a source of rise of CFC gases is coming from China.
Well, you know why? You know why it's China?
Because the world uses China for their fucking
we
production.
shut down all our industries in Britain, and we've sent everything out to China to be made out there.
Calm
Exactly.
down, Trumps, for fuck's sake.
Come on,
Okay.
it's I'm usually quite
Sounds
cynical
like
about
South
any.
Park. Blame China. Blame China, though.
Well, that's it. You know, I'm usually quite cynical about any story, but this one's like I agree with Darkseid there. It's like you sent all our shit to China to get manufactured, and now you're blaming China for the CFC rise.
It's like pass the and then blame it. It's like hot potato. You know, just pass the hot potato and then blame them.
Yeah,
like they're holding the hot potato. Them.
Exactly. You're like, what? So it might be a little bit controversial, but as far as I'm concerned, China should just go, all right, no worries, shut down.
You see what they're doing?
You want a T-shirt? Sorry.
Greenpeace
You want a car? Oh, sorry.
Greenpeace activists inside boxes block BP headquarters. These big boxes. I don't know. Climate activists inside 5 large containers have blocked the entrance to BP's head office in central London.
Were they smart enough to put air holes in?
I don't know. It's really dumb.
These boxes have been here for 3 days. These people are really on it.
They're
not
dead. Dumb. It's climate activism, and you have to do something radical, or else everything's going to die.
They were just
what
making
were
a
the boxes made
cardboard
of?
castle or something.
These people are heroes. How dare
Yeah,
you?
what were the boxes made of though?
Recyclable carbon fiber.
Yeah, but you can only recycle it so many times before it turns into shit, and then you've got to chop
inside
down another
containers
tree.
have enough food and water to last
Recycle your
several,
patter so many times before it turns into shit. Sorry, I had to try.
That's the point.
That doesn't say what they're made from. I don't think. Epoxies.
Boxes were well made in China and shipped all the way here. Let's be fucking honest.
Exactly.
For sure.
Let's be
Exactly.
brutally honest.
China just like travelled that CFC gases all the way
They're
across the
probably made
Atlantic.
out of the worst plastic known about. They're probably made out of fucking lead from Chernobyl.
Asbestos.
Asbestos mines by children.
Asbestos isn't as bad as bleach being peddled as miracle autism cure on YouTube, though.
There's some turbulence on the ship at the moment. But yeah. You heard about it? Yeah, you heard about the fucking...
Hundreds of videos that promote bleach as a cure for autism have been discovered in YouTube.
Exactly.
You know who was pushing it? Some ex-Scientologist guy that started his own cult.
Exactly.
What, it's meant as a joke? Man.
No, some
but
ex-Scientologist guys came out and pushed it.
Really?
Saying that he's got hundreds of cases, or a bunch of cases, dozens, hundreds of cases.
The thing is, right,
Curing malaria and curing autism.
This actually marks a bigger, wider problem in society.
What, dumbness?
Right?
The epidemic of dumbness.
I would have put it
our
like that
society,
myself,
yeah.
yes. It's the fact that, okay, you've got all these agencies that are now stepping in to try and prevent this, but at the end of the day, the only person that can prevent it is yourself. So if you believe that bleach will cure whatever, and bleach has actually been proven to kill you if consumed...
But
that's like saying this handgun
you
will
only
cure
know
you
what
of
you
your brain
experience, though,
tumour.
right? Yeah, it's like the flat Earth people. You only know what you experience. So they set out on an expedition to experience the truth themselves.
Yeah, exactly, and it's the final truth they'll ever learn.
You'll never know unless you inject yourself with chlorine dioxide.
You know, I feel
wouldn't
the thing
suggest
is,
it,
I feel really sorry for the kids because they can't give consent.
Don't say
So
consent.
injecting technically, right? This might actually maybe strengthen the case for anti-vaxxers, but technically injecting your kid with something against their consent.
DeFranco was saying that a couple of mums actually infiltrated the Facebook group that was promoting this shit.
Yeah,
and they were reporting
the ones that were
was,
actually actively doing it.
It sounds like some 4chan joke, though. There's no way this is
the world
people
is now a
promoting this as
4chan
real.
joke.
Like.
Apparently, it's a fucking guy that was an ex-Scientologist that's come out and said, blah, 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 it's MMS and it's chlorine dioxide.
Go back to Scientology,
bleach.
mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
Right, he's learned the fucking jig into it. He's learned the fucking
How to
scam.
brainwash fuck out people.
Oh, that's it. You know what I mean? No matter what you say, there will be at least one person out there that believes it.
Mate, well, listen.
At least.
If 1 in a million cases of fucking vaccinations can cause autism, maybe 1 in a million cases of bleach might cure it. No,
well,
maybe.
Yeah, but that's what started, you know, the early day witchcraft and stuff like that. Just because someone shook a stick in the air and it started raining doesn't mean that stick caused it to rain.
Oh, classic.
You know what I mean?
It might have done. How do you know?
It very well may have done, but you know, when he tries it 30 times after that and he actually goes, I'm really tired, I actually can't wave my stick in the air today to make it rain.
I won't say wave my stick in the air to make it rain.
Waving a stick in the air might cure things, but nothing will cure this. A computer afflicted with 6 infamous viruses has passed $1 million at auction.
My God.
Art project can be yours for a mere 7 figures.
So were you threatening me with a fucking virus at the start of the show?
Infect the planet!
Bidding for a laptop infected with 6 of the world's most famous computer viruses: WannaCry, Black Energy, I Love You, My Doom, So Big, and Dark Tequila has topped more than $1.1 million at auction.
I can guarantee, right, there's at least half the computers out there in the world have got all these viruses just from viewing Pornhub.
Speak for yourself, you filthmonger.
I just love the name that they gave the art project: The Persistence of Chaos.
The persistence of chaos.
The fuck? Was the guy like with a green wig and fucking, slightly cut lips, perhaps, and selling it.
Chinese, apparently. A Chinese
lips.
internet artist, Guo Odong.
Internet artist, cute.
Well,
Internet Death Note.
how
Internet
many,
Light
how many
Yugami.
CFCs were, expelled to create that laptop?
I don't know, he's not going to be able to make another one, though, with the impending climate catastrophe.
No, what we do is someone accidentally uploads the file in China, and because China's firewalled off, it'll only affect China, and all industry will cripple in China, and then we can fucking, whatever you were ranting about earlier. Throwback joke. Get it? Throwback.
Link to that
China.
earlier joke.
Yeah,
laugh.
yeah. We'll open
Why
up
are you
that.
laughing?
We'll crack that can of laughter open for you. There you go. Talking about something else that isn't laughing. Facebook culls 3 billion fake profiles.
Rip.
Billion?
Yikes.
It's taken them a few months of
Oof.
Billion.
That's funny as fuck.
I'm going to say
What's your
again,
numbers?
billion.
How much are your numbers inflated with that shit?
Yeah, they don't have as many users as they say they do,
but
right?
that's it. How many people are on the planet? How many people are on Earth?
I don't know, but apparently
7 billion?
Facebook by population is apparently the most populated country on Earth, if it was a country.
Yeah, so you've just committed genocide.
I think the word fake
Digital
means that
genocide.
they didn't commit
Yeah,
genocide.
but look at it. It's against the law to
You
use.
call it a culling. It's
It's against the law to use fake names or dead people to
Is that
turn
against
votes.
the law?
No, to turn votes.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
technically, this guy's actually killing off billions of fake profiles. So the question is, why did they exist in the first place? Why did you allow them to exist in the first place? And oh, wait a minute, we're still going back to Cambridge Analytica here. What were these 3 billion fake profiles doing, and why are you deleting them? Are you
Probably
hiding
mine.
something?
I tried to start a dark side Facebook account. It wouldn't let
Was
me.
that your viral vault? Every profile had a different viral DNA strain in it.
Yeah, I was trying to upload all those viruses to Facebook. It wouldn't let me.
Mary hack.
But Google thwarts ransomware fight back. Is it right next to the Facebook news article? So you would presume that there's something in there. But no, this one.
Genie Y2K.
Drones to come with plane detection.
Yeah.
Plane detection.
Plane detection. So at first they were like, no, we need to ban these drones, but now it's fine because we're going to add plane detection.
Yeah. So let's just hand it to the terrorists on a platter. Why don't we?
It's not as great as the headline. Infamous forum for Instagram hackers gets hacked by other hackers.
No way! Oh, you're like, yeah, beauty.
Or Eiffel Tower climber in custody after reaching top. Climbed all the way up and then got fucking arrested.
It went from the top to the bottom really fast.
But this one really broke my heart. This was horrible, this story. Vandals trash Stamford Model Railway exhibition. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
Thousands of pounds worth of model railway exhibits have been destroyed in an act of total wanton destruction. 4 teenagers broke into the school in the middle of the night and
No, not 4 teenagers, 4 fucking animals.
wow, yeah. What was it? 1 locomotive was worth $8,500. And the point is, this is how dumb people are nowadays. This is the dumb. What are we talking about? The
dumb train.
Yeah, no. This is the dumb extinction that's imminent on humanity. Because if
You having a stroke?
how much money was there in this room?
Quick, check his pulse.
There was like at least 50 grand, if not more than that. Why didn't they steal the stuff instead of trashing it all? That's how dumb these teenagers are.
Because
they're dumb.
You're not recognising they're not dumb. They're climate activists. There's so
not
much plastic in that room that they were the pure intent to just sabotage.
We're going to
Making
destroy.
a statement.
Yeah, we're going to destroy all this plastic so it then gets chucked in a landfill.
Apparently they've been inundated with donations though, including Sir Rod Stewart, who gave them 10 grand.
Yeah.
So wrong.
But they've been inundated. They've got more than enough to replace it all, I think.
Yeah, but the poor fucker, the builder was like, I'll never build it again in my life.
Yeah, that's it. It's
exactly.
one guy spent 25 years of his life working on this stuff. It's a shame from that.
What a bunch of wee fannies, eh? Let's go fucking record that, man.
But it's the age. It's the
4chan
age-old
hunts the
story.
fuckers down and docks his fucking...
Very clever climate
Don't dox
activists.
children.
Yeah. Well, talking about climate activists,
Oh, God.
3 more die on Everest amid overcrowding.
What the fuck?
Well, they've sacrificed themselves basically for the good of humanity.
But it's,
Darwin Awards are impending.
yeah, well that's it. But overcrowding on Everest.
How the fuck?
Overcrowding.
What do you... Where... Is there not enough mountain to fucking be on?
Apparently not. You know, when you get to the peaks of Everest, there's only a small little peak. So
It's really damn dangerous is going up Everest.
Yeah,
man.
but the
You've got
fact
like
is-
a 1 in 10 chance of dying or something.
yeah, but now they're dying because of overcrowding, which means they're beating the odds.
I prefer a 1 in 10 chance. Chance. I prefer a 1 in 10 chance.
Fail.
What language are we speaking now?
Socio-commie kind of fucking lefty fucking liberal fucking anti-speech pre-think.
Oh, you'll love this one. Chicago High School yearbook had photos of students flashing white supremacist signs. So board spent $53,000 to print new ones.
What?
They were like doing the OK symbol thing.
Uh-huh.
You know the circle game. They were like playing the circle game basically in their New Year yearbook photos. So the board of the school decided we're going to scrap the yearbooks and spent $53,000 reprinting them.
Yeah, you really taught them a lesson there, eh? What the fuck? Like, like that meme's no worth $1 million. Like having the original
Because they're
copies.
white supremacist symbols, even though that was an invention by 4chan, right?
Mate, there's fucking pictures of fucking Aztecs doing it.
They started it. They were the original white
There's a fucking
supremacists.
hieroglyph for that shit, surely. You know what I mean? Well, if that's quite enough.
No, there's one last one.
Okay.
Oh,
One of the biggest arguments.
Squeeze it in.
One of the biggest arguments that has actually reached radio reports, and I mean, like, if it reaches radio reports, you know it's confirmed.
This is the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently, they're calling for 2 female toilets for every male one.
Oh, because of the queues you get.
Yeah, because of the queues. There's
Where?
been
Everywhere.
basically for
Where have you
every
been?
single male toilet, there will be 2 female toilets, right? And there's been loads of arguments. Folk are basically like saying, well,
Yeah,
women
this-
take longer in the toilet because, well, biology.
This goes
You
back
know.
to the Stone Age, probably,
Yeah,
this argument. Right?
Exactly. Guys are like, yeah, we're quicker in the bathroom because, you know, we can piss on a wall. Have you ever tried to get females to piss on a wall? But apparently there's a big
You
group...
give them a little tube.
Yeah,
A little tube.
But there's apparently like a big group of people fighting back about it, going, well, that's not fucking fair. How come they get 2 toilets and we only get 1?
Bunch of fucking MGTOWs and incels,
Yeah,
basically.
basically, you know what I mean? But it's weird because you've got, on one side, you've got massive groups of guys that are jumping in with the feminists and going, yeah, we need to fight for all this shit.
Mm.
And I'm not talking like feminazis.
Pussy
I'm
hat,
talking
white knight,
proper
fucking,
feminists,
We
right?
call them pussy
Fucking-
hats. Yeah.
White
Aye.
knights.
And then on the other side, you've got a group of guys going, well, no, we don't want them to have 2 toilets.
And they're called cock ends.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put
fucking
it.
MGTOWs.
Exactly. So, basically, there is a third group that's going, why don't we just give every bathroom a fucking stall?
Yeah.
And we get rid of the urinals,
be
we get
one
rid of the
big
piss walls,
fuck
and we
off
just
trough.
get...
Unisex toilets everywhere.
They're basically like, well, either it's unisex or it's still 2 separates, but they're basically like, why don't we just put a big row of fucking stalls in both toilets? Oh, look, 10 stalls in that one, there's 10 stalls in that one.
It's just coming back to money and space is all it is, because realistically any guys complaining about this shit can fuck off, because 90% of them have probably been to a football game or some sort of a festival where they have been nipple to nipple, never mind shoulder to shoulder, with guys either side of you try to piss in some trough. Guys don't give a fuck. They will get it out anywhere, do it anytime, anywhere. Like,
Apart
get
from,
a fucking grip.
apparently, apart from
just
the
need a
fact
lamppost or something.
that there has been a few polls that went around,
Polls to
and
piss on.
guys are less likely to use a stall because they don't want to shit in a public place.
I'm not going to shit in our
We
urinal.
don't need it.
You got to shit.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
This is laying a Cumberland sausage in the middle of that
Do you remember
urinal.
that video though from the
It's called
the
what's it
festival?
called? The Steamy Dragon or
And
something like that?
the guy's like washing his hands in the urinal,
Yeah,
and using the urinal cake as soap. Like,
Just no.
but I
Why?
think there's an opportunity here to install vending machines and sell tubes. I think.
Sell tubes.
Imagine how much money you could get them made in China.
Kind of like, you go piss in a fucking tube and tell us how that came out.
See, I actually think like
And
during
you've got a spout. Women didn't have a spout.
I
Yeah,
actually
that's
think,
what I'm saying. Sell them a spout.
I actually think
Sell them a spout.
I actually think during festivals, somebody would make a lot of money out of selling colostomy bags.
Until you sit down or you're jumping about in the crowd. Colostomy, what's that? Water? You think it's not a pint getting chucked over you, it's a colostomy bag.
Oh man, Tea in the Park, the Great Colostomy War.
And on the visual note of getting wrapped in the face by a fucking colostomy bag, that about wraps it up for episode 46 of the Unmonetisables, folks. If you made it this far without me having a stroke first, we appreciate your listenership. And if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geez a wee Lenny a pound off you over on Patreon.
Or buy us a spout.
And for those watching via the Fawk Chronicles on YouTube, while you're here, feel free to cyberbully all over that subscribe button. The Fawk Chronicles are part of the Indie Scots network. And until next time, this has been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tech, and Dr. Darkside, signing off. Closing hail and frequencies, ending communications, and gonna go code Faze my Tfue.
Gonna go and leave my CFCs oil the ship.
I'm going to China.